Sup, humans? So, we just want to send out a big shout out. Big. To Mr. Jesus. You see, we're drinking some wines. Yesterday we got into...
appreciate this miracle, by the way.
Yep. First,
Kudos.
thanks for
Kudos.
this.
Kudos to that, man.
And thanks for life, Mr. Jesus. Yesterday we got into the most horrendous car accident. Our car is a mess. Like, when I talk about a hot mess, I mean mess. It is no way it's a write-off. Can't even fix it. Like, we got out of a wreck of a car, but here we are, just a couple of scratches. That's literally what we're sitting on. Just a scratch here and there. Our bodies are a little tense because of the impact, but I need to say right, mtaka mother. We walked out of that car and
Sure.
God carried us through. So yeah, for those of you that are not too sure about God, man, he's so good. God is so good. So yeah, we're just gonna send a shout out. And this is my fiance. Okay,
Hello.
not this, the guy behind. This is my first one.
This is your
That's
first
the
love.
other guy. Yeah. Hello, fiance.
So yeah, you know that Trevor Noah show, Crazy Normal, where they're talking about dying in airplanes and airplane crashes, and how you don't know that you're dying because the pilots never actually inform you that there's problems and you might potentially die. But anyway, it's the experience after that now, where people are just like dusting themselves off. Like, these people change airports all the time. Yesterday,
Freaking airports.
after we got out of the car, there was a moment where I felt like maybe we are dead. We're just not sure because we're just walking around, and it just so happens that there was not a single person in sight.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful night because the stars were shining brightly, and yeah, but there was no one in sight. And the tar road was about 30 meters from where we were. Easy 30 meters.
Yeah.
And so Sadie had just dragged me out of the car. This woman is incredibly strong.
Hashtag superwoman.
She dragged me out of the car while I was freaking out and panicking, not sure what to do. So she dragged me out of the car, and then we found our way to safety, and we were walking, and then we had to cross the fence, ne? It was the fence, yeah. So this fence is just newly erected. You could feel the tension in the wires was still strong. So it's not like a thing where you just hold it up and then you slide through. Excuse my descriptions, but yeah. But Sadie on her own, 1 foot on the two bottom wires, and the other two- barefooted, normal. And then the other two she held with her hand, and she just yanked this thing, and I was just like, okay, thanks, baby, thanks for making sure that I got through, and that's how we made it through that. And then we were walking and just praising God, and just being so thankful that we are alive. I don't know if there's a plan to share the video at some point, but if you ever see the video, we should not have walked out of that car.
We shouldn't be alive.
We should
right
not be
now.
alive today. Even if we are alive, we should be hanging by the thread of our skin.
Yeah.
Because the impact on the car and versus the fact that we actually walked out of there is just too much to... God is good.
God is really good. Wow.
Psalm 121.
Our favorite.
Yeah. Where does my help come from? It starts like that. My help comes from the maker of the heavens and the earth. And then it says, he will not let your foot slip. He watches you.
Yeah.
Indeed, he who watches you never sleeps nor slumber. And it's just, it's a testament to God. We actually have a real live account of God's watch over our lives. Because a fraction later, a second later, at a different speed,
Yeah.
scientifically speaking, we shouldn't be alive. But now when you change the factors, we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be sitting here sipping wine and actually posting this video right now.
Yeah.
But that is a testament of the goodness of our God. God is just amazeballs.
He is amazing.
That's all I'm going to say on this matter, because really, I am walking proof. In fact, we are both walking proof that God's faithfulness. It really does reach to the heavens. There's no two ways about it. God is good.
Yeah.
God is good, people.
God is really
All the time.
good. All the time, like literally all the time. We will post the video of the car. It's about 40 seconds, so you guys
it's not
can
that
just see what's happening over there. And
Oh, one more thing before you cut off. So now we're walking, and we have, in a way, I don't know how long it's going to take, but in a way, we kind of just gathered our wits about us. We're just trying to take stock of what's happening, like what we have, what we're missing, and realize our phones are not here. And then Sadie's walking. She's like, "Oh, my ring is still here." She's like, "Oh, my ring is still here." I'm like, "What?" Like, yeah. Like, where's your watch? I'm like, "I don't know." And then I look at my wrist, and my watch is gone, nowhere to be found. But when she realized that my watch was not with me, she's like, "Okay, take my ring, put it in your pocket." I'm like, "What? We're gonna bump to another car now? What's the point? Like, where's your ring, woman?" Like, no. So I held on to that ring.
Hey, my precious. Guys, my precious is precious. And I just got engaged. What you talking about? So, yeah.
Yeah, and then we walked to the hospital. No, we didn't walk to the hospital.
No,
our friend came to pick us up. But we started walking towards him.
Yeah, and singing like crazy people on the side of the road.
He was coming from Queenstown. We were in just outside Lady Frey, so there was about 30 Ks between Queenstown and Lady Frey. We were. Oh, another thing. So while we were walking, we kept looking back. We keep looking back, right? And we see where we hit the car. Cars are just stopping. And there's like a whole clump of people. There's just like torchlights.
Getting their meat on.
People are getting their meat on. They're cutting up pieces for themselves. Oh my soul. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, God, I think the third person stopped for us. When we asked for help.
It was like the third car.
The third car. The first two cars were just like, no, not happening. I was still in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
They slowed down enough so I can just get out of the way or they can swerve if they needed to. But they would not stop. And that also just speaks to just the state of our country. That, like, you don't know whether people are faking things or whether people are being serious because you try to be a good Samaritan and you help and then you end up being hijacked, being mugged, your life at stake. And so, but I want to send a shout out to that person that stopped for us and allowed us to use the phone. Man. Yeah. God is working all the time. You know, someone stopped and they gave us the phone to phone.
And that's all we needed.
We called a friend of ours and he came to pick us up and the rest is history. And our friend took us to the doctor or the emergency room anyway. And from there onwards, the doctors were just shocked, I think, that we were still standing.
Yeah, I don't know how many times we got asked, like, what are you guys doing here? Like, hey, we almost died.
Like nothing, bro. I mean, like, look, the extent of...
That's his injury.
That's the extent of my injury from the car.
That's his injury. That's literally
all cut. There's the red part, all cut. That's about it.
Yeah.
You came off second best, though. But still.
Yeah.
God is good.
God is really good.
That's the point. Yeah,
that's what we're trying to say to everybody. He's so faithful, guys. And no matter how many times we fail him, Kwatina, as his children, he remains faithful and loving towards us. So yeah, that's what we wanted to say. Shout out to God.
Big up, Jesus. Hanging
Jesus
with the
Christ,
G-O-D.
my nigga.
Hanging with the G-O-D, man.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Ciao, humans.